In today's video, we are going to take the viral $30 electric paint gun and put it in the hands of a 50-year painting professional to see if he thinks it's worth the hype or if this is just a new gimmick here on YouTube and guys are telling you they are the best paint guns ever because they want you to buy it from their site so they get a commission on it. Let's find out together. You sit right there.
What are you?
Take your blindfold off.
Ooh, what are you doing?
You like the 68 Cutlass?
Well, yeah.
Well, since it's Father's Day, I decided to give you a block sander. Get to work, you lazy piece of shit.
You serious?
Before we have our professional body man try out our electric paint gun, we have a lot of work that needs done on this Thunderbird. I have to finish welding up all of the rust patches that I made. There is no longer rust in this car because I had to make a ton of sheet metal parts. All of that needs welded fully. Right now it's just kind of tack welded. We need to get that welded 100%, ground down, then we can start on the body work. So what we're gonna do right now is jump right into about a full day's worth of welding. Let's go. Oh. Oh my God, it's welded. All right, now we gotta grind all this shit down. Damn it. Earlier I was like, I'm gonna make this a quick night, blah, blah, blah. 4 hours of welding later, son of a bitch. I gotta stop talking in these videos. All right, I jinxed it earlier. I gotta stop doing that where I'm like, oh, I'm so cute. It's only gonna be a little night. I'm just gonna work like an hour. There's 4 hours to weld, an hour to grind. Look at how much metal dust is there. That's not even fully swept. I was just kind of moving it around. That's from this side. Holy shit. Okay, got the fenders all buttoned up. Got the quarter panels all buttoned up. I'm gonna blow it out real good, and then we can shoot some etching primer on it, and I can go to bed. Sweet. Well, this'll put an end to the night. Apparently, this guy, oh yeah, he's leaking good. Apparently that fell off the car and landed perfectly on a sharp piece of metal. And now, it doesn't spray because it doesn't have any compression left. And the air compressor kicked on. Okay, so tomorrow we'll get some etching primer and we'll shoot it. I'm glad I worked all night to get the etching primer down so we could do body work tomorrow. That's fine. We'll do etching primer in the morning and then do body work at night. Fucking hate that compressor so much. All right, we'll be back.
The next day.
All right, finally got some etching primer. We are gonna lay this on super thick. You want etching primer on everything that's bare metal. That way you can do body work over the top of it. Obviously, everything that has been grinded down, you want to do. We will put another sealer on top of it. The most important spot, obviously all the bare metal, but any metal that I have welded, you want to definitely get it on there as well because that has a chance to be more porous since it's a weld. Even though it's been grinded down smooth, there could still be little hairline cracks in there or anything, so you want to make sure you get that in there really good. So we're just going to come in here and basically paint everything green. This can they don't usually have where I go, and it goes on a lot thicker than the other stuff I use, and I'll be honest with you, I like it because the other shit is really thin, like real runny. Is it also Rust-Oleum? Now I'm curious as I'm talking on camera. Or is that Duplicolor? Let's see. Duplicolor. Okay, so I've used that kind 100 times. I've used this once or twice. I thought they stopped making it. I'm a bigger fan of this. And I am not sponsored by Rust-Oleum. I've had a lot of videos with the turbo cans, had a lot of fun with the turbo cans. They never paid me for that. I just did them because it was fun, and they sent me a bunch. But I never got a check from it. They just sent me like 100 cans after I had, I don't know, 20 million views on them. They're like, hey, you want some more of those? I said, hell yeah, I do. I think I'm actually out because that was probably 2 years ago. I still have some left, but most of them are used. Yeah, they sent me literally, I think it was a dozen dozens, so 144. Math? Yes, and that's what I have left, so yeah. All right, I'm going to spray the living shit out of everything that's bare metal real quick, and then we're gonna let this dry. I'm gonna probably go play with the lowrider van or maybe the vet down at my other shop because this is already getting stinky. I'll come in tomorrow and do body work. I wanted to spray this morning, let it dry all day, and then do body work at night, but that didn't work out. I had shit going on today, so. All right, let's time lapse it. I am also gonna get a mask on. Ooh, that stuff is stinky. You can really tell how much metal work you have whenever you have to prime all the spots that you had to fix rust on. We essentially painted most of the car with etching primer. So that's fun. Also, this stuff is a stinky hole, girl. And I think I smoked 2 cans. Yeah, that can's empty now too. Okay, cool. We will let this dry and then we can finally start body working and painting this damn thing. Oh, it's gonna be a long process because I'm not gonna lie to you, I warped the shit out of this one whenever I welded it. Gotta do some hammer and dollying, but that's okay. We'll get to it later. Sweet! Very happy to have it sealed up. The humidity is so bad here, the bare metal, you don't even have to touch it. It'll start getting surface rust almost instantly. I cleaned it all up yesterday with a wire wheel. Came in 24 hours later today. It already had a couple spots. Had to hit them with a Scotch-Brite pad real quick, but she is sealed up now, and we can finally do body work. We'll be back. Look at the smoke in here. God, I'm getting high. Gotta go.
The next day.
All right, etching primer is down. Time to start the body filler. You want to come in and kind of scuff it. You can technically put your body filler right on top of it. I always like to scuff it just a little bit. Just give it some teeth to, you know, grab onto real good. And we can finally start our body work. I've been doing body work for a week on this stupid lowrider van. I've been bitching about it the whole time. And then I realized whenever I got done with that, more body work on this thing. This one should not be as bad as the van. Every panel on the van was smoked. This one, basically the stuff that I have ground out needs filler, but like the doors are good. The fenders are mostly good. Hood's got some issues. Trunk's really good. So it shouldn't be too bad. I have some low spots that I can't get to the back. I can't get to the back of them to hit them out. So I got the stud gun out, and I will show you how to use this in a little bit, but I'm going to start doing some filler first. Basically, you weld a stud onto a low spot with this stud gun. Zap, then you pull it with a puller and you can pull it right out. You don't want to get too cool because if you get a little too much of a cool guy and you pull, you can actually pull the whole damn panel out. You don't want to do that. It's a little light taps. And usually if you have one big low spot, you want to use like 10 of these and just kind of lightly tap it around. But I'll show you how to do that if you don't have one. These are really useful. I usually don't need them very often, but sometimes there's some low spots up here I can't get to the back of because there is a panel in between the hood and the sheet metal. So the hood brace, I guess you'd call it. Let's get started on body work. I'm already rambling because I don't want to do it. That's kind of what I do. I'm going to start with Duraglass, which is basically a fiberglass body filler. It's Bondo with fiberglass strands in it. That's the way to think of it. It's a little bit stronger than regular Bondo. I like to put that over anything I've welded, which is basically the entire quarter panels. And then you can sand that down and go over with like a regular body filler. Let's mix up some shit and start spreading it, baby. Ooh, pause. All right, so this is Duraglass fiberglass filler, fiberglass reinforced filler. It has a bunch of different names. What it is, it's body filler that's essentially fiberglass and resin, and the fiberglass is just chopped up so fine that you can't see it. It's not like strands of fiberglass, but if you rub it in between your fingers, you can feel it. It's got a little bit of, a little bit of grit to it, a little bit of strength. Now, the only problem with this stuff is it's super thick, even when it comes straight out of the jar. And you can use it this way, it's fine. It doesn't spread the smoothest. It's never gonna spread as nice as a body filler will, but what you can do if you have some fiberglass resin is add a little bit more to it. This can might, nope. Oh, I thought the can was going to be hard and it wasn't going to come out, but check this out. Add a little more resin to it and it'll get a little more runny. Now, you don't want it super runny, obviously, but it's nice if it's a little bit more manageable. But yeah,
You pick up your palette knife and then work that into your meat. Give your meat a good old rub.
See, that's much more like a normal body filler, but we still have all of our strength of the fiberglass.
Nice and hot. Hot and spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
And I've seen guys make projects with these, not on cars, but like body kits, stuff like that. If you're like molding a body kit, I've seen guys spread this stuff like 2 or 3 inches thick, like make a buck out of it. It's rock solid. Really, really good stuff. And then you can just add your hardener to it like you would a normal body filler. You don't have to add special fiberglass, resin, hardener, any of that. Where is my hardener? That's the next question. Oh shit, lost the hardener. Tell me I didn't run out of hardener, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, well, let's take a brief interlude. Ha! Found some. Now, I usually add too much, but I'm gonna try not to. I'm just doing one line across. That's probably still too much, but I'm one of those assholes that always mixes way too much and then makes it dry too fast, so I waste half of it. Not very smart, but it's kind of how I do it. And you want to mix this in so you don't see any of the blue hardener. All right, I'm going to get this camera out of the way, and then we will be ready to go. Ooh. All right, I'm going to do my body filler like they do on TV shows. Let's see here. Oh, here's a little spot right there. There we go, and that's all we need because we have a perfect body that has been metal finished and it doesn't need any body filler at all. This is only going to take me about 10 minutes to get it sanded, and then we should be ready for primer. And then the real world is put it all over friggin' everything. All right, let's keep going. All right, let me show you how a stud gun works. What's funny, when these first came out, however many years ago, they were like $1,000. So nobody had them, obviously. And I think this one I got a decade ago for like $600. You can buy these now on Amazon for $100. It'll come with the pins, it'll come with the slide hammer, it comes with everything, or the studs, not the pins. But check them out. You put a little stud in there, and then when you push this down and push the button, it acts like a weld, and then this outer ring is your ground. So push down, hit the button, it welds. So I got a big low spot right here, and right here, and since the hood brace is behind it, I can't get to it. Some of it I can get to, like this up here. I can kind of get to that, but this, it's just impossible. So we're gonna come in here, weld some studs on there, easy peasy. Push it down, push the button, makes a weld. And like I said earlier, you don't want to try and pull one dent with one stud. You can rip the studs out, you can make a bigger mess than you're trying to fix. So a lot of little ones works a hell of a lot better. And then one cool thing you can do, not only pulling it with the little slide hammer stud puller, is you can pull it and then hold tension on it and then tap around it. No clue where I put my hammer. Okay, good. Who needs a hammer during body work, huh? Only a smarter person than me. I already lost it. Okay, good. Start out here and then work my way in. And you can get these little studs in different sizes, which is nice. Just like that. Damn near popped the whole thing out. There you go. I don't know how much you can see on camera, but that just came up a bunch. Oops, didn't weld that one good enough. That happens sometimes too. Oh yeah. Hold it. Ooh, wow. That's really good. Rest in peace. I probably just broke it, but that's okay. It's good content when you break tools because they fall off the car. Oh yeah. Pull it down this way a little bit. I got that whole piece out right there. That big dent is almost gone. Just like that. And then you get a pair of side snips. Jeez, I tried to say side cups, side clip. Jesus Christ. Side cuts, side clamps. God, talking is so hard these days. This is why you're supposed to sleep. No sleep is bad for the brain. Snip them off, and then just grind them down. If you use the smaller studs, you can actually just kind of wiggle them back and forth and they'll pop right off. I usually like the bigger ones because I don't know, I like to pull a little bit harder. I don't want to pull it too hard, but when you get the real small ones on, they just pop right off when you're pulling. So, but they do, obviously it's easier to grind them off when they're smaller, but these still only take about 2 seconds. All right, let's keep going. Bodywork's going okay. Takes forever, obviously. What's funny is the stuff I've welded is the straighter part of the car. So I welded around that lip, made the bottoms, made the tops, and then everything around it just beat the shit. Beat the hell. So I've been hammering dollying more than I've been sanding. That's literally my first coat of body filler after the fiberglass. Ugh, crazy. Also, I completely forgot about these front end parts. These need sanded down a lot. They have some pretty heavy surface rust, no rust through. I also need to take the lights out of them. And I was looking online for people that have painted the Thunderbirds before, and there was a whole thread about how much of a pain in the ass those are to put back on once they're painted. It's almost impossible to do without scratching the shit out of it. So a lot of guys will basically shoot the edges, you know, like almost like you would do your door jams. You do your jams, bolt it together, put it back on the car, tape the living shit out of the bumper while you got the bumper on, and just put the whole front end back together minus the grill. Just because they bolt together and then they all go in one piece. They bolt from the bottom, they bolt to the top, everything. You just scratch the living shit out of everything. So I might end up doing that. I think it'd be a lot easier. You'd probably get a better paint job if you painted them separate. If there's guys that paint a lot of these and they say that, I would definitely do that. Also, said it before, not going for like a perfect restoration here by any means. My body work is not going to be perfect. I'm going to block sand some of it, but we are not spending 1,000 hours block sanding it like we have been the CRX. That is not the goal for this guy. But yeah, so I still need to get it prepped. Need to get some of these dents out of here while they're off. It's obviously a lot easier to work on that shit while it's off the car. And then kind of figure out how we're going to bolt it back together. Yeah, but I forgot how bad some of this shit was. Ooh, and we got to strip it. And then the headlights. Where did I put the headlights? Headlights. Apparently when you take these off, just like any old car, all the little springs and clips like to break on you. Normally I would take those out to paint, but I'm going to test them, see if they still work. They weren't working originally when I had it in there, but I think it was a wiring situation, not a bulb situation. But if I test these and the bulbs are still working, I'm 100% just going to tape this off and we will sand down in there as best we can and paint them. There's a giant cover that goes over this, so you don't really see down in there anyway, but we can still get this real painted nice. So yeah, we got some shit to do, and we still have more sanding to do, of course. Oh, look at that CRX. God, I love that car so much. I need to get that thing done. Oh, she's pretty. Okay, getting sidetracked already. Let's keep going. Holy crap. Painted it up, just flaking off on these. Oh, they were so bad. Look, actually, look at this. Ugh. I got those 3 pieces done. That's my front valence. Look at all the paint that flaked off. Holy shit. All right, I'm gonna test my headlight buckets real quick, If they are good, I'm going to tape them off and then get those sanded. Since I thought I could just sand these down, I basically had to take them to bare metal. Not all the way to bare metal, but to get some of that surface rust out, we had to go real low. I mean, this one's damn near fully stripped. We're going to shoot those with etching primer, and then we can do... There's really not a lot of body work that needs that on them. They're actually pretty straight. I straightened them out with a hammer and dolly, but they're definitely going to need shot since they're damn near bare metal now. But let's go test our headlight buckets real quick. If these check out, just need to tape off the headlights, and then we can get these sanded and then get it all primed and call it a night. I already hear the birds, so that means it's morning. That's a long day. I started at like 6 p.m. My other side checked out, which was nice. That one's good. And there's my low. No, there's my low. There's my high. Sweet. Headlights are all good. So that means the reason I didn't have headlights before was a plug-in or a ground. And I think I know what ground it was. It was actually in a rusty spot. So whenever we get to putting stuff back together, we will fix that. Whenever I was driving it, I had tail lights, brake lights, turn signals, no headlights. So now I know why. Let's get these babies taped off and sanded down. Ooh, that one's got a crack in it. We need to put some something in there. This is pot metal, so you can't really weld it. We could lead it. We could also use JB Weld. I don't know. We'll do one or the other. Oh, I skipped a couple steps. Shot the bare metal in etching primer, sanded some more. I'm gonna yawn. That's how I know it's getting late. Oh, that was a good yawn. And the sun's coming up. I hear the birds. So we're definitely done for the night. Already forgot what I was saying. Holy shit, it took 20 seconds, 22 seconds, 23 seconds. Oh, skipped some steps. Shot the etching primer down over the bare metal. Got that all good, dried, sanded a little bit. And then I found some high build sandable primer. And I got to thinking, maybe we try this to see if I can't feather out the rest of the, paint to bare metal that I have. It's not bare metal anymore, but etching primer is so thin, it's not even like a buildup. It's just like a coating, essentially. When you think of like mill scale, like how thick paint can be, etching primer is nothing. I mean, it's just, etching primer is nothing. So, sealer, whatever you want to call it. So, I'm going to try this stuff out. I just put one coat on. This is pot metal, so it didn't need etching primer. It won't rust. It's pot metal. So, we're going to put a coat on this and then probably another heavy coat on everything else and see what happens. It goes on pretty good. I'll give it that. I've never really used this stuff as like an actual primer for sanding. So I don't know how good it's going to work, but we'll find out. Worst come to worst, if I come in and it sucks and we got to prime it, with actual 2K high build urethane, then we'll do that. But either way, it's laying out pretty good. Like there was paint here to bare metal. That's pretty damn filled in right there. There we go. Yeah. This headlight bezel is hammered. Hit there, dent there, dent there. I don't know if I can knock the dents back. And then I think there's a giant crack here that they put body putty in. So I might get on eBay. Look at the dent right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I might get on eBay and see if I can find a used one. If it's anything like the rest of the parts on this stupid car, they're going to be impossible to find or crazy expensive. But I don't know if you can hammer out a dent in pot metal. I think it'll just break. We'll make it work if we have to, obviously. But if I can find another one, I would probably take it. This is not looking too bad so far. Really lay it in there thick. I'm going to hit everything with one more coat. Just use the rest of this can up. And we will be back tomorrow, baby. Got really far on the bodywork. I mean, I still have a day left, but I mean, I spent 12 hours in here today, and I would say 90% of that was sanding body filler and hammering dents. Just realized I didn't deal with the front of this stupid thing. Gotta hammer that out. The good news is I can get to the back of it. Oh, shit, I can't. I jinxed myself. Well, we'll get the dent puller back out. All right, we'll be back tomorrow, baby.
The next day.
I gotta go blindfold the old man and then walk him into the shop. Hit the door.
What are you doing?
Hit the door. Go slow. I'm gonna run you right into a wall.
Okay.
Go straight.
No.
Go straight.
I got the wall.
All right, keep going, keep going.
Okay, we're going through.
Going through. Your arms feel solid, bruh. All right, hold on. Hold on. You sit right there.
What do you got?
Wait 1 second. Hold on. It's Father's Day, so I wanted to get you a present. All right. Hold on. Wait.
What are you doing?
Just wait. All right. Take your blindfold off.
Ooh, what are you doing?
You like the 68 Cutlass?
Well, yeah.
Well, since it's Father's Day, I decided to give you a block sander. Get to work, you lazy piece of shit. That's my Cutlass. You're not getting it. We got work to do. You haven't been here forever. What is it? Oh.
Oh, look, it's a shirt.
Wow, that was not a bandana. That was a beautiful Casey's Custom.
that.
Oh,
Do I gotta get to work
wow.
on
You
that
got to
too?
go. Yeah, hey, yeah. Let me take a look at it. Ooh, wow. Very nice quality. Very good looking shirt. Caseyscustoms.com. All right, get to work. No, don't start walking that way. All right, now listen. I can't sit here and babysit you like I want to.
Uh-huh.
That's not a giant low spot. You just got to sand more.
Oh, it's not?
We might need to delete that. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do a straight edge. Don't be a dickhead about it. So listen, I can't babysit you. I have to go do stuff with the kid. So, new camera, very simple. I'm going to leave it on video. You click the button twice. Whenever the numbers start going at the top, 1, 2, 3, that means it's recording. Do you understand?
Show me the button.
All right, come here. Jesus Christ. Right here. See the button?
Yeah, that button?
Got it. Okay?
Okay. All right, wait.
Now you try. See? Just like that. Now hit it again.
Okay.
And then you're done. All right, you got it figured out. I'm going to leave now. Okay. Just, you got it. It's
going, right?
It's going, but it's going to be not on time lapse. So whenever I leave, you need to put it. I'll put it on time lapse when I leave, and then you just hit it again. Okay? Okay.
Okay, so the numbers are running, so I should hit it again.
I can't make this up. I came in, I worked about an hour. The old man got this quarter panel really, really close. Just a little bit of fine tuning it needed. He worked for a couple hours. He's a real asshole. He's like using the block sander on shit, making stuff perfect. I'm like, hey man, take it easy with all that. Worked for a long time. And I'm like, hey, great. Trying to paint the Thunderbird Monday. Today is currently Sunday. He said, nope, that's not going to happen. I said, well, you know, if we work on it really hard, we get some stuff. He goes, nah, not going to happen. Maybe we can prime it tomorrow. Maybe you can make a video about priming it. Not going to happen. I said, okay, well, let's try. Let's not give up. Let's try. He goes, okay. Still sanding. Says the camera's on. Camera's not on. Camera's not on. He somehow took 12 photos. I don't even know how you do that. He tried to do a time lapse where it just runs while you work. He did the timed picture where it takes like a 30-second break and then takes a picture. It's for whenever you're taking pictures with your family. You set the camera up and then you all run behind the camera. You take pictures. Somehow he set that up. Anyways, I should have known that anyway. That's my fault. He's so bad with cameras. People think it's a joke on the channel. They're like, Casey, I love your dad's horrible at the camera bit. It's not a fucking bit. He's that bad. That's not even what's upsetting me. He got tired or bored block sanding the Thunderbird. He starts working on the CRX. He got the door damn near done, and he got the roof done. And he started doing the passenger quarter panel. And I'm like, that's great, dude. I love it. I'm so excited to do the body work and paint the CRX. Not what we're doing right now. You've had 2 months to do that. No, he just wanted to he spent a couple hours on it, which is fine. He block sanded basically everything just to kind of show me how shitty everything was. And then he just started block sanding the CRX, which was great. Roof's looking real nice. Very, very happy about that. So, yeah. And then he was like, oh, I thought we were priming them both at the same time. So I was like, you think you can get this ready to prime in a day? He goes, oh, no, that's going to take a couple weeks. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, this fucking guy. Okay, anyways, I said all that to say I still have several hours worth of sanding. This stuff came out real nice. I'm going to scuff it with some 220. I think it went on there thick enough where the little bit of paint that was left that wouldn't flake off, it was actually good paint that was bonded to the metal. I think I can just sand it, and there'll be enough of a layer there where we won't have to strip it all the way down or any of that. It should be good to go. Oh, I looked up the headlight bucket. This one has a crack in it, a couple dents I got to play with. These are about $250 each. There was a couple sets for $300 for both. I don't need that one. That one's pretty nice. So we're going to make that work. There's no way I'm doing that. And also, one of them on eBay was $200, has the same crack there, and it's bent around. So this just must be very common on these. They just get the shit beat out of them. So yeah, we're going to have to make that work. But anyway, sorry, I'm sorry. I had to yell at my dad via camera for 3 minutes and 24 seconds, it says. All right, let's get sanded. All right, so one thing I forgot, this whole time I'm worried about headlight buckets, body work. The car still needs sanded. So I've been doing body work and now I started sanding it. And this thing has been painted like 6 times. There's white, there's primer, there's Bondo, there's primer, there's white, there's primer. So on top of all the other sanding I'm doing, I'm now sanding the car and it has just smoked the shop in dust. I've only put on about a half a gallon of Bondo so far. 90% of that is on the floor. The rest of it is just dusty, old, shitty, thick paint. Not a good time. I got buckets all cleaned up. That one's perfect now. This one, I hit all the dents out, and I put some JB Weld in that crack right there. I gotta sand it, and then I can do a little bit of body work there, and then it's done. Should definitely have a mask on because that stinks like hell. Needless to say, the old man was right. There's no way we're painting it. I got 2 days worth of work that I need to do tomorrow to get it done. Oh, that looks great. Perfect. Put a little bit of filler there and then she's done. I also put it on the back side too. Sweet. I got the rest of them prepped. We can put the valence together tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. We might just worry about the body. We'll see where I get tomorrow. I'm actually done for the night. My ass is dragging. My kid is staying the night with his buddy, and my wife just texted me. Apparently, she's stuck in the dryer. You got to watch out when that happens, so I got to go help her right now. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We finish up everything and prime it. Hopefully you're watching this on Tuesday.
The next day.
All right, we're back. Got to get this thing ready. The old man goes to bed at 5 o'clock or whatever because he's a billion years old. So I'm going to start taping off the trim for 2 reasons. One, I need to sand it. And the other one is there's a rusty edge basically everywhere around the trim. And I'm not taking the trim off, so we need to get that taped off real good so I can run a sander and a wire wheel in there. Still got to sand the whole car. Still need to get the body work a little bit farther. I have a shitload of work to do. I want him to spray it so that he can learn, well, he can show me rather, if the electric sprayer is legit or not. He's been painting for 40 years, I think. He ran a body shop for 30 of them and then worked as a head painter for Harley Davidson for 10. So he would be a lot better litmus test, I think is what they call that. I'm probably saying that wrong. It would be a lot better for him to test it out than me. So yeah, let's get to work. So much taping to do, so much sanding to do. Son of a bitch. She is taped off everywhere, looks good. I got to do a bunch of sanding. The old man said it's already his bedtime, so we're going to sand real fast. Told the old man the video wasn't going to get done if he came and helped me. He said, who cares? Get it done later. And I said, well, I have an ad on this one. It's contractually obligated. I don't have an ad on this video. That's on Friday. Check it out. Thanks again for helping. That ad is real important. Can't miss those. No comment?
I was too busy spreading butter.
Oh, well, hey, do what you gotta do. All right, I'm gonna go sand. Is it past your bedtime?
No.
Oh, okay, my bad. The sun was still up, so I wasn't sure. We got that primer mixed thick.
Give me a rag. We're gonna back pressure this thing.
Okay. Now it's coming out better. Running a hell of a lot better. So what did you do when you back pressured it? You put your finger on the edge?
Mm-hmm.
Put the finger on the tip and then that shoots it through?
Yeah.
So basically I clogged the shit out of it the other day and that's probably why I wasn't spraying.
Not you.
No, I certainly spent a good amount of time cleaning it and made sure it was proper for the next use.
That's why we used a completely other tip.
Yeah, we used the biggest ticket. I tell you what, though, that spray is pretty damn good. I like.
Look how thick that primer is.
Yeah, I know. It's liquid Bondo.
See how thick that is?
Holy shit.
Let's put a little acetone in it.
There you go. You're bone dry. Hey, we did something to CRX. Hey, this was what we were going for today, though. Sweet. We should have just painted it. My bodywork is fucking straight. Look how good that looks from here.
It's pretty damn straight.
That should just be normal paint. He had to have the mask on because he was smiling when he said that. He said, crooked as fucking shit.
Okay, just take this apart,
Yeah,
clean it,
right.
all the pieces.
Okay.
Okay? Record that.
I'm fucking recording. He said make sure you record this, so I had to get the camera
But
back.
don't spray next time we use it. Then
Well, you know, it's not that important apparently. It might be because it wouldn't spray for 20 minutes. So, as a professional body man, you've been doing it 70, 80 years.
Yeah.
How long have you been painting?
48.
48? Holy shit, I was being a smartass. When did you run this as a shop? 92?
89.
Oh, wow.
Whatever.
Wow. Okay. And I was born in 95 because I just turned, I was born in 98 because I just turned 27. I certainly wasn't already alive whenever the shop was open. What is your thoughts of the electric paint gun? So here's the reason I ask you. The whole reason I did a video on it was because all the other people that were using them were sponsored by the gun. So they were telling me, you'll never need a compressor again. It's perfect. So I just wanted to give it a shot. It's definitely doable. I painted with it. I don't like that you can't let off the trigger like you can on the air. Yeah. So what is your thoughts as an actual person that knows what they're doing?
If you're going to prime something, which you know you're going to have to block sand down anyway.
Yeah.
Works out just fine.
But you wouldn't do a base coat, clear coat with it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
It would be fun to play with.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Single stage kind of worked out. You know, if you're a guy in a garage who's trying to just get into his own stuff, it'd be a good start. But yeah, I mean, you can pick, like I said, the compressor down at my other shop was a $100 compressor on Facebook Marketplace. Harbor Freight gun is $12. You could pretty much, that would surpass that times 10. But if you don't have the room for a compressor, they're fun to play with.
Yeah, if you played with it, I mean, if we had flat panels.
Yeah.
And would, you know, have stuff that's thin.
Oh, definitely got to thin it. I never used that bigger tip that you used, and that worked 10 times better. I was playing with all these cute little tiny tips. Made a hell of a difference.
That primer there, you can put the dips, or you can put that
stick
in there. And
it's stuff. Yeah, it's literally liquid Bondo. You're just putting a 1/4 inch Bondo everywhere, basically.
And you know, the bodywork is just straight on that car.
It's perfect. You know, I mean, I'm trying not to get 90 degrees because then you can see the. If I get right here, 3/4 shot works, but that point dips in a little bit right there. I gotta maybe bang that out a little bit. That's what happens when you make your own damn quarter panels.
Is there an emblem that goes there?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes. Yeah. That was not. Luckily, that was not rust holes. Okay. Sweet. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna let it dry. Check it out. Next day, it's dry. It looks so good. Looks really good in one color. Also, Dad gives me shit about bodywork because I give him shit about welding. I'm a much better welder than him. He is a much better body man than me, but it's actually closer than I thought it was going to be. We got a little wiggle right here in the quarter that we got to kind of pull out a little bit. The other side is not bad. Front fenders were hit a little bit more than I thought. This side up here, I got a lot of hammer and dollying to do. I think at some point the wheel must have hit this fender because this whole thing is just rippled, and then the way they fixed it was just piled on the Bondo. Instead of hitting the high dent down, they just built it up. So it kind of, I would have never noticed it. They did an amazing job. If I can get the bodywork as good as the people that put the body filler on here an inch thick, I would be tickled to death. But I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be that good because they were amazing. But if I'd have known then, I guarantee this fender had like a pregnant bump to it. There's no way that they would have. Yeah. And I carved out some of it. You can see the lip there. But yeah, we'll just tap that down and then be fine. This side is not too bad. I got a little bit of weird shit going on around the gas tank, the gas filler cap. There is a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch of Bondo on the gas filler. I mean, I never would have thought that, but whenever I sanded it down, that made that stick out more because I never would have thought that there was Bondo on the door cap, but there is, so we got to play with that. But pretty close. I was going to work on something else and then paint this next week. I think, I'll probably end up biting my ass for saying this, but I think I should be able to get this thing painted for Friday's video. We just gotta do some work. Oh, I got a text blowing up. That's probably Richard bitching at me because the video's not done yet, but that's okay. No big deal. Oh, I love it. Man, that's a cool looking car. Now, one thing I am going to have to do before I can paint it, god dang, my phone's blowing up. I need to take the fender skirts off because whenever I did the body work, I did them with them on, and I'm worried there is filler in between that crack, and if I go to take it off after it's painted, it's just going to break stuff. So I need to get that off and probably paint it off the car and then put it back on. Obviously, it has to be off to put the wheel on anyway, but yeah. The old man did pretty good. He was okay with the gun. He hated the electric cord just because we didn't have a long enough extension cord, so it kept unplugging on him. He was real mad about that, but I told him, I was like, well, the air hose is a cord normally, but came out pretty good. If you are using it for primer, get the biggest tip they have. Whenever I was buying the guns, I was picking the smallest one because I figured smaller would be better. But even when I painted the single stage the other day on the van, I used like a I don't know, 1.5 or a 2.0 tip. And then for this primer, we use like a 2.5 tip or whatever. I mean, it might have been 3.0. It's essentially what they use for latex paint, but it started flowing out real nice after that. Sweet. I'm excited to announce we have Toothless Customs merch. I cannot believe I chipped this stupid tooth like 6 weeks ago. Hasn't been fixed yet. It's became a run-on joke on the channel because I said Toothless Customs one time as a joke 6 weeks ago, and people wanted merch, so there's the merch. Toothless Customs. I swear I'm getting this fixed. I swear I'm getting it fixed. Like, I was supposed... I know I just said that, and it's on the shirt, but I swear I'm getting it fixed soon. Yeah, go Caseyscustoms.com, buy one. For God's sakes, I can't believe it. It's almost a slap in the face, but it is funny, so I'm down with it. Very happy with how this came out. The old man, I was excited to get him spraying with the electric gun. Like I said, he's been a certified body man for, he said, 48 years, which is crazy. I didn't realize it was that long. I know he's old as shit, but didn't know he's that old. So yeah, he definitely did a hell of a lot better job than I did. He was messing with the adjustments more than I was, kind of got it flowing really, really nice. I think he could do a hell of a paint job with it, but he does not want to. He'd much rather use the air gun. The one thing about the electric gun that I don't love, he doesn't love, probably anybody that uses them that isn't selling one doesn't love, is there's no, like, you can't let go of the trigger and then lose, you know, like if you're spraying with an air gun, when you let go of the trigger, you can kind of let go of some air pressure. So you can play with the air pressure with the trigger a little bit as you're spraying. The electric one is on or off. There's no, you know, it's going or it's not going, which is okay. But, you know, if you were doing like a metallic, let's say we were doing like a real heavy pearl, like we're probably going to on this, you would need to walk down the whole car while you were doing it because you can't really let off of it. And if you stop and go with pearl, full, you know, full pedal or nothing, you'll just get buildups where the pearl will be more in other spots. So if you were using it for like a metallic, you'd have to just walk down the whole car every time you sprayed it, which would be very annoying and probably wouldn't come out good. But I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. I'm not a body man. I'm a welder, sheet metal fabricator who does body work and paint work. I've done it for 20 years now, but I certainly don't claim to be an expert. So yeah, we're going to stay on this baby. Should hopefully get it painted on Friday. So stay tuned for all that and more. We have some really cool stuff coming up with the lowrider paint job. We're going to go crazy on the roof on this. We're going to do a white. I'm thinking with like an orange pearl on the body. And then we're just going to go nuts, have a bunch of multicolored lace roof, all kinds of fun stuff. I bought 3 different types of lace curtains that have different patterns. It should be a ton of fun. So stay tuned for all that and more. If you are not subscribed, please hit that button now. It helps the channel grow a bunch. Caseyscustoms.com for the coolest merchandise on the planet. And now, Toothless Customs merch as well. God, please like, share, comment, all the good shit they tell you at the end of videos. Check out some of my other videos. Peace. I love you. Toothless Customs out.